So I've been recreating this Erasure Little Respect lead sound in Serum 2. So if we'll just start out with a bit of MIDI. So we've got this pattern that plays over 2 beats or half a bar and then repeats. And obviously there's a note change there, but that bar then repeats throughout the whole of the intro before the acoustic guitar comes in. So to start out with, we've got just a synth sound, this analog 4. And straight away we can get the basic polysynth sort of sound that Clarke may have used in this instance. But I want to take it a step further and try and get that layer from that string sort of sound or the guitar. So I played around with, used the piano, but I played around with like the harpsichords and things like that, and the clav. But this seemed to be working well once we shape it with the LFO. So there's an acoustic guitar layer in the original, or a 12 string, or maybe an E piano that sounds similar. So it has this sort of metallic sound. And with a little bit of tweaking, we can get some sort of similar sort of timbre, if you like, of the overall sound. The original has a bit more width, so we're going to try and add a bit of width. And if we do that, we're going to make sure the detune is down. And so if we just pull that down so it's not phasing, and the blend won't do anything because it's just 2 unison, 1 left, 1 right. So if we now shape it a little bit, pull the sustain down and try and recreate that plucky sound, we're going to have a shorter decay. And then you'll see the key really is in this sort of release. And it's just starting to get there now. So we're going to get a little bit of click, loads of things that I tried on here. So these fret noises, but nothing quite give it that clickiness like these guitar smacks. So I'm just gonna use envelope 2, setting that to the noise oscillator level. Very, very short decay. So we just want to create an initial hit. There we go. So it's like a plucky little transient. I'm just gonna blend that in. And then if we put envelope 3 to the level of the 3rd oscillator, change that to guitar smack 2, and that. Now we have a bit more control over the shape of the 3rd oscillator. It's going to be quite similar to the first envelope, but it just gives us a bit more control, allowing us to just dial it in a little bit closer to the original. So we're getting a little bit closer. I think we just need a bit more width, so let's try, let's just add another, try and get it wider. Again, pulling the detune down so it's not phasey. Getting a little bit glitchy, but have to bear with it. We just add a little bit of body. It's almost, again, adding a pretend metallic sort of sense to it. Run that through the filter. So put them all through except the noise oscillator for the click. Effects. I've just rolled off the bottoms, pushed a little bit of highs, a little bit of delay. Let's just pull the Q down. As you'll hear, it's quite subtle. Better play, and then this EQ is taking out that honkiness of the piano sample. It's subtle but makes a big difference. We're glitching a little bit here, and then add a bit more width using the has effect. So if I just exaggerate it, And you can play around with that. I just want it subtle. And you'll notice it's a little bit wider. Again, just utilising the has effect there. And that's basically it.